Hello students, this is conclusion of the essay Writing from the Margin by Shashi Deshpande. In her article Writing from the Margin, Shashi Deshpande points out the way she looks at the world is colored by the fact that she is a woman, by historical and social circumstances of women's lives. I quote her words: my themes, therefore, my characters, and possibly to a certain extent, even my language may differ from a man's. Nevertheless, when I sit down to write, I am just a writer. My gender ceases to matter to me. I am concerned with the same problems of language, narrative, structure, and continuity. Unquote. The essay critiques the idea of a woman writer. Deshpande goes on to narrate her personal experience of having her own works treated with condescension. She recalls having tried to overcome the socially biased attitude towards the woman writer by consciously giving space to male narrator in her works. She adds, I quote, "It was with a short story, The Intrusion, that I broke out this wall I had built around myself as a woman and wrote in what I recognized only much later was not only a woman's voice but my own authentic voice." Unquote. Deshpande is a political person. Witness her many essays, articles, interviews, most of all, her book Writing from the Margin, published in the year 2003. Is she a feminist? Not as a follower of the Western second women's movement, but from her own experiences that have formed her. Reading Western feminist has not shaped but added to and confirmed her own convictions. In her novels, Deshpande has engaged in pushing back frontiers, letting the light into hitherto dark, ignored areas. This is what, according to her essay, a woman writer does. She, however, rejects the idea of being governed in her writing by a solely feminist ideology. She does not consider rebellion, generally understood to mean walking out of a marriage, as a liberating process. She believes that inner awareness is a positive attribute. It is always clear that an understanding of oneself is what really liberates. It is this that opens out a number of possibilities. To walk out or away is to carry the old self within oneself. She chooses not to comply with the expectations of literary critics who categorize writers on the basis of isms they are expected to propagate. Her appeal is, I quote, "For God's sake, I am a novelist. I write novels, not feminist tracts. Read my novel as a novel, not as a piece of work that intends to propagate feminism." Unquote. The essay concludes with Deshpande's own view of margins. She claims to begin her writing after leaving a huge margin, a larger blank space which quickly gets filled up with corrections. Gradually, the margin overflows and creeps or encroaches the center until, ironically, the margin takes over. It becomes the real text. I am not a feminist, insists Shashi Deshpande. I am a human being, and I write about other human beings who happen to be women. She clearly declares that the thought of what it is to be a woman in our society propelled my writing. Deshpande's concern is human in the sense that she dwells into interpersonal relationships. Social and cultural norms nevertheless govern these relationships. Desired behavioral patterns and expected role plays are discussed at length. As a perceptive novelist, she zeroes in on individual and sets about analyzing their selfhoods. Her enduring concern is for human relationships. One cannot pigeonhole her novels as feminist since they are not concerned solely with man versus woman issues. She analyzes the universal significance of the woman's problem, thereby transcending the feminist perspective. She believes that feminism is, I quote, very much an individual working out her problem, unquote. She is quite down to earth in her feminist approach to the woman's problem. For though she is aware of the seriousness of the Indian woman's dilemma and the generation old struggles behind it, she also believes that a positive change in woman's social status cannot materialize without bringing about a change in woman's mindset first. The woman's increasing involvement rather than detachment in her predicament, as expressed in her novels, reveals the positive humanistic side of Deshpande's feminism. Like her fiction, Shashi Deshpande's essays hold a universal appeal even when firmly entrenched in the social realities of everyday life and grappling with issues that are particularly Indian. Some of the finest pieces in this collection deal with language and writing. The prickly and often acrimonious issue of English, the deep and unfortunate divide between English and the regional languages, the importance and necessity of translations, the compulsion of the global market on literature, a writer's obligation to self censorship, the moral vision that underscores all good writing, the unshakable worth of readers, and much more. There are also essays in which Shashi Deshpande talks about her own craft, how each one of her novels takes shape, going into particulars and readily sharing confidentialities so that readers will experience the same intimacy they encounter in her novel. Thank you.